Welcome to eBritish IELTS. So today we are going to talk about adjectives. Now adjectives are a great way to improve your vocabulary. Learning more and more adjectives is always very important, and it's always a good idea because you have to use some kind of adjectives everywhere, be it you're speaking, be it you're writing. You should also know the meaning of certain adjectives while you're attempting your reading module or while you're attempting your listening module. So what are adjectives? Adjectives basically describe the quality of a noun. So these are describing words. They also help you express your emotions in a better way, in a more detailed way, and also it covers the lexical resources criteria of the marking scheme of both your writing task and your speaking task and your speaking module. So here we are going to look at some very basic adjectives, and we are going to try to learn some synonyms for that so that you can make a better impression on the examiner by using these words. So we are starting from the root level. We are not going to go into very ostentatious words that are difficult to remember. But yes, we will try to improve our vocabulary by looking at some basic synonyms. So here we are going to start with the word bad. It's a very commonly used. We all know the meaning of bad, something that is not good, something that is very unpleasant. So what can you use in place of bad? You can use the word negative, detrimental, harmful, awful, and terrible. How are you going to use it? Pollution has a very bad effect on our health. So instead of bad, you can always say pollution has a very negative effect, pollution has a very detrimental effect, pollution has a very harmful effect on our health. Similarly, you can use the word awful and terrible as well instead of bad. For example, my performance in my exams was very bad. So here in place of bad, you can always say the performance in my exam was very awful or was very terrible. So you can always try to use better words instead of the basic bad here. Another very commonly used word is amazing. So some people have the habit of using this word over and over again. So they'll start talking about something and they'll say, oh, I went to this amazing place where the view was amazing and I had some amazing food and I had some amazing company. So, if we are repeating the word amazing again and again, it becomes very repetitive. It doesn't sound good. It becomes very monotonous and boring. So here you can use different kind of synonyms for this very common word. You can use the word unbelievable. So for example, if we say India is an amazing country, you can always use the word India is an unbelievable country. India is an incredible country, or India is a fabulous country, fantastic country, wonderful country. So these are some words that can be used in place of amazing, which is going to make the flow of your speech a lot better. The third word is again very common, big. We all know what big means. What is the opposite of big? We know it's small. So here we can use the words large, huge, gigantic, vast, enormous, and immense. How are we going to use it? I received a big amount of money. This is grammatically correct, but it doesn't sound as impressive. So here we can say like, I received a large amount of money. I received an enormous amount of money. Or you can also say, I saw a big tree. You can, in place of big, you can use the word gigantic. I saw a gigantic tree. Or you can say something like, the school of my building is very big. Or you can say, the building of my school is vast. So in this way, you can use these words in place of the word big. Now coming to the fourth word, again, very common, happy. Happy is something that all of us want to be. So instead of the word happy, you can always use pleased. I am very happy to meet you. You can say, I am very pleased to meet you. I am very ecstatic to meet you. I had a very happy day today. I had a very blissful day today. So instead of the word happy, you can try to use these better words. The fifth word is sad, which is the opposite of happy. So instead of sad, you can use the word miserable, unfortunate, or gloomy. For example, thinking about poverty-stricken people make me sad. So here you can say, thinking about poverty-stricken people makes me miserable. I had a very sad day. Instead of that, you can say, I had a very gloomy day. So this is how you can use these words in place of the word sad. Coming on to the next one is interesting. Now, interesting is something that you will need to use a lot, both in your speaking and also in your writing, especially the writing task too. You'll have to use this word a lot while describing some kind of situations or an object. So instead of interesting, you can use the word fascinating, enthralling, or gripping. The movie I saw was very fascinating. The performance of the singer was enthralling. The storyline of the book was very gripping. All these words are direct synonyms of interesting. So this is how you can use these words instead of the word interesting. Coming to the seventh one, it is the opposite of interesting, which is boring. So what can you use instead of the word boring? Mundane, dull, monotonous. I am tired of doing the same mundane tasks every day. If you keep on doing something again and again, obviously you tend to get bored of it. So how can you say it? These tasks are very mundane. These tasks are very dull. I am tired of these monotonous tasks. Means you're using these words in place of the word boring. The last word that we come to is great. Again, great is a very commonly used word, and people tend to use this word a lot while speaking. So they will keep on repeating the same word again and again. I have a great circle of friends. I love all my great friends. My friends have great qualities. Something like that. So instead of the word great, you can use the word noteworthy, remarkable, distinguished. The president's contribution in the development of the country was great. So here you can use the word noteworthy. The president's contribution in the development of the country was noteworthy. He gave a great performance. He gave a remarkable performance. He is a great gentleman. So here you can use the word he is a distinguished gentleman. So this just sounds very refined. It makes the flow of your speech better, and the examiner is very impressed by the command that you have over your language and your knowledge about different words, your knowledge about vocabulary. So keep these 8 simple words in mind and try to inculcate them while practicing for your IELTS exam, and you will be able to achieve a higher band score with this. Thank you.